We are just over 7 months into 2020, and Mattel has already released 11 singles cases for the Disney Cars mainline. And I have to say, I think that's a record for a single year. I can't believe it. I have to applaud Mattel for releasing these cases so consistently despite everything that's going on in the world right now. They're doing a great job, even though the contents may not be as good as they have been in years past. But all things considered, they're doing a great job. And this case in specific is amazing. So stay tuned, guys. We got a highly anticipated re-release that has been super rare in the past. Hint, hint. Little bumper safe crew chief action. We got some new metallic releases and a whole bunch of other cool stuff, so I can't wait to get into it. So welcome back, guys, to another Disney Docket presentation. So pumped to get this case. In my opinion, it might be the best of the year. And of course, as always, I get my cases from Get Me Collectibles. I'll leave his contact info in the description below if you want to contact him to ask for a case. If not, you can buy the cars individually on his eBay store, which is also linked. So we're going to dive right in here. Of course, cars, character, and then you have the case code. And L is really the only digit that matters there. It identifies what's in the case. These other numbers really don't mean that much. Of course, made in Thailand, and there are 24 cars in here. Super pumped about this case, guys. You have no idea. I'm so glad I was able to get it in time before I went off to college. Give Me Collectibles really helped me out in getting the case to me in time before I left for school. Because if I didn't get it in time, I wouldn't have been able to make this case unboxing until November. Like late November too. So that would have been bad. But actually, ooh, I see all the new cars are at top. So we're going to flip it over and save the best for last. I like that though. They put all the new cars at the bottom or at the top or whatever. Alright, we're going to start up here in the corner. And it looks like we are starting with 2 sheriffs. Love that. I think it's an interesting car to choose to have multiples of. But I'm not complaining. I'd take it over McQueen, Jackson, Cruz, some of the next gens, and some of the other cars that they tend to put 2 in. So, yeah, Sheriff is definitely not a bad one. You don't tend to see him hanging around the pegs too often. Sheriff! And, of course, we have the necessary Dinoco Cruz in every case. Only one, though, so that's good. She's in the Next Gen Piston Cup Racers series. All right. Okay, we got a nice little carryover from the last case, being DJ here. Now, there were 2 of him in case K, and now just 1, so he may start peg warming, but the tuners really never were that bad just because of how interesting and unique characters they are. And also, they haven't been released in a long time, so a lot of people are probably looking to get these. I love how they're still using the 2006 stock image for DJ. These images has also been around for a while, but that is not the original one they used for Wingo. I know that, but that is the original one for DJ. And he looks nothing like that anymore. He's all green, different expression. But yeah, awesome to see him again. Tuner series, love the artwork. Even if he does peg warm, it'll be easy on the eyes. Jackson Storm, of course, 1 per case, at least for every case for the most part. But it's only 1, you know what? I can't complain. I can't. If there were more than that, I could, but 1 of them, I can live with that. Same type of deal with this Rust-eze Racing Center Laney McQueen, even though this McQueen does tend to sell pretty well, and I understand why. I mean, it's a beautiful car, metallic, gold, and red. I love it. But there has been a lot of them in the cases recently. And he is in the Rust-eze Racing Center series. And you can even tell that they haven't even updated the packaging on these since their first release, because they only have 2 cars on the back of the packaging, and they've been in the assortment since case A. Literally all these cars have been in the cases since the first case of the year. So it's not like they even changed the back of the packaging to reflect the new times, which would be cool. It would encourage people to buy them since they are technically variations. Ooh, this is nice. We got another McQueen, but this time it's Racing Wheels, World Grand Prix version. And they always have one of these as well, so that's fine. World Grand Prix. But this is really exciting. Love to see Ernesto back in the case. Even though he's not my all-time favorite trainee, he's a new release nonetheless, and to have new releases be included in consecutive cases is incredible. So that's awesome. Love to see it. And they've been doing this a lot lately, having, you know, the new cars in one case carry over to the following case, and the new cars in that case carry over to the next case, and etc., etc. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But yeah, he's also in the Rust-eze Racing Center series. So as you can see, this packaging is updated to show these three, but the other one was not. They obviously could have also put Jay on the back there, because he's the only other car in the series, actually. There's only 4. Ooh, this is one that we haven't seen in a while. So a third McQueen in the case, the third one. Not super fond of that. I feel like they could have cut the World Grand Prix McQueen, but if any McQueen, this one's fine. Fabulous Laney McQueen. This one is not released all that much anymore, so I'm very happy to see him. And this artwork is just tremendous. I do really like how that looks. And yeah, I think he'll sell okay. Florida 500 series. He has not been included in a while, so it's nice to see him back. What we got up next here? All right, Shu Todoroki. World Grand Prix racer, of course, from Japan. I have no squabble with World Grand Prix racers because they have become kind of sought after now, fan favorites. You know, there's only 10 of them besides McQueen, so they've become very iconic over the years. So I feel like Shu is definitely even one of the more popular ones. I feel like Raul and Max are the least popular ones, though, with Carla and Jeff like at the top in popularity. Just my experience, maybe you guys feel differently. I'm not saying those are my favorites, I'm just saying that those tend to be more popular. But yeah, nice, nice, nice. Super happy about this one right here. Palace Danger Fin McMissile. Again, a carryover from the last case. And although he isn't a new release per se, because he was released in 2013, it's a very significant re-release because Fin McMissile is a super popular character, especially after not being released for so long. And the fact that they released the Palace Danger version and not the regular version is pretty significant. In the London Chase series, this guy will fly off the shelves without a shadow of a doubt. Same thing with this guy right here. We got Ponchy Wipeout, the Cars 1 Bumper Save Racer. Of course, he's also the Cars 3 Bumper Save Racer, but in a different paint job. And body, for that matter. Would have been cool if they added that blue trim, but they did not. He moves around a lot on the packaging, though. In the Dinoco 400 series. So there should be 2 more cases left this year. One of them will have the Super Chase Metallic Transforming Lightning McQueen. And that one will probably be very similar to this case. And then the one after that will have Doc with Tire, Slayer Petrowski, and Metallic Snot Rod. There might be another single in there that I'm forgetting, but I think those will do it just about for the year and conclude it. But yeah, it's nice to see a Piston Cup racer back. Those always sell well. Oh, awesome. Here we have metallic, well, silver Dinoco Cruz. I actually literally just did the review of this one a couple minutes ago, so I don't know, maybe I should have waited because that one was on a pretty good card. This one's on a decent card too, though, so it's no big deal. So yeah, this guy was, or this girl rather, was included as a new release in Case K, and now she's back, which is great. Again, same thing with Ernesto. Love to see new releases carry over. I feel like that only didn't happen for one car this year, and that was Muddy Rust-eze Racing Center McQueen. For some reason, he was the only new car to be released in only one case. Don't know why. Don't know the purpose of that, but that is something interesting to know. Now here we have Mater, and now is it just me, but I haven't seen Mater like this in a long time. Was he released on Blue Desert like this yet? I don't know, but I love how big the art is. It looks great, very appealing, aesthetically appealing. And it is the Cars 2 artwork because he's in his little sneaky spy expression there, but it's a just Cars 1 expression Mater. In the Radiator Springs series. But yeah, heavy release. Nice to see Mater. Of course, one next gen in the case so far. We have Ryan inside Laney. Very, very nice. Blinker. They have included quite a few of these guys recently, though. I think there were 2 in the last case. So that's a little concerning. May see a lot of this guy in the next few months, but next gens still overall tend to sell well. I don't know why they don't like switch it up, like include Conrad more or Harvey more, but they stick to like Paul and Ryan a lot. Like Paul and Ryan get pumped out a ton. Like why not toss Jonas Carvers back in the case? I don't understand why don't they do that, but unfortunately I cannot get inside Mattel's head. I wish I could. Here we have a Demolition Derby Racer, Jambalaya Chimichanga. So this one's been included in a lot of cases this year, starting with case B. I'm pretty sure it was B, I think. B or C. Maybe it was C, actually. I get Liability and Jambalaya mixed up because I know Liability was definitely in B and C, and then a couple other ones. But Jambalaya has been in a lot of cases recently. But she, I think it is, will sell well. I mean, just look at those polka dots. Those are so cool. Such a unique casting. Awesome. Love to see that. No problem. Oh, here we go. This is money right here. So first we have a Francesco Bernoulli. I kind of a bent card, but whatever. I'm not here for the Francescos. I don't buy this case to get Francesco, so it doesn't really matter to me. Such a light card. This is definitely like the lightest card they've released recently. Could toss this guy around. But yeah, awesome. Like I said, World Grand Prix racers are iconic these days. And here we have Boost. Oh my gosh, this guy looks incredible. So this is the first release of Boost from Thailand and on Blue Desert. And I have to say, he looks incredible on this packaging. The artwork is so big. It really stands out on top of the Blue Desert. The purple stripe just complements his color already. It looks incredible. And he also, I think, now has a new expression, which is the Boost with Flames expression, even though he doesn't have flames. So they use the expression they use for Chinese Boost with Flames on the Thailand just regular Boost. God, that's so complicated, but I hope that made sense. Yeah, take a look. I like the carbon fiber. Thailand made it really stand out. Got the N2O Cola tanks back there. The Boost license plate. It looks like those exhaust pipes are now plastic, extra pieces, whereas before they were a part of the body. Yeah, I really like how Boost is looking from Thailand. Can't complain at all. On the back, you see all four tuners now, Boost, DJ, Wingo, and Snot Rod. And if you look closely, the image they use for Boost here is actually the one with flames, because you can see that little thing popping out on the back there is a flame. But yeah, so they use that same expression though, just without the flames. And there's the squad up there. I love it. So happy to get this guy. Just looks so good on that packaging. All right, we're getting down to the nitty gritty right now, the good stuff. So here we have another tuner being Wingo. So same exact thing with Boost here. First time being released from Thailand and first time on Blue Desert. And my thoughts are exactly the same. The artwork looks incredible on this Blue Desert background. The purple stripe in the background just emphasizes his paint job and just how exotic it is. And now, coming from Thailand though, I don't have as high remarks as I do with Boost, because they could have corrected the spoiler and put those orange stripes on it, but they didn't do that. And the colors just look a little funky to me. Like they look a little bit too bright. Like I don't know if it's just me, but the green just stands out a little bit too much. Although it's still a overall very cool casting. He'll fly off the shelves because he's so unique. I mean, it's not much that you see such cool, unique castings in stores. And maybe for longtime collectors, people think like, oh, it's Wingo, come on. He's nothing special. But like for new collectors, like even of the last like 5 years, this is pretty big. Same exact back here. But I hope I'm not getting too excited over nothing. But I'm really excited about these tuners. Like, they're actually pretty cool to me. But here's something I think we can all agree on that is pretty stellar, being the new release of Brand New Mater, the metallic version. And right off the bat here, I could tell the name tag looks a little different. Let's take a closer look here. I don't know why I think that, but Maybe it's just the lettering looks a little bolder and there's so much writing there, but it just seems to look a little different. There's a lot of dust on it right there too. Interesting. But this guy is heavy. Of course, brand new Mater is heavy as is. I'm sure this guy weighs the same, but making it seem like the metallic paint makes him weigh so much more. But yeah, this guy's awesome. He's in the Scavenger Hunt series, special metallic edition. And this turquoise is gorgeous. It is so reflective too. Oh my gosh. Can't wait to bust this guy open. This is definitely a metallic car that I would choose to make. I mean, you gotta look at cars that have a lot of one color, that don't have many decals, and you gotta make them metallic. You gotta find a nice color with a lot of space. Like, I feel like the Showgirls would look great metallic, like Rhonda, Sheila, and Laverne. All those would look great. Another car, like just off the top of my head, that would look kind of cool metallicized is Vic Vanley. Think about that purplish maroon metallic. Like, the whole car would be metallic. You wouldn't have to worry about decals getting in the way and clouding it up. And same thing with Mater here. And he does have the Tone Mater decal on the side there, but it looks so elegant and simple. I really do like it. On the back here, you have Special Metallic Edition again, Scavenger Hunt, Busqueta del Tesoro. And you have the other releases so far being Union Jack Ramone, Cal Weathers, Jonas Carvers, and spoiler alert, Haul Inngas. All these guys have been released at the same time. Well, Haul is in there right now. But yeah, these guys are all the metallic releases for 2020. And again, spoiler alert, the last one will be Snot Rod, who again, I think is a phenomenal choice. Who we got here? Oh my gosh, look who it is. It's Ben Doordan, the bumper save crew chief, the highly sought after 2010 multi-pack exclusive, now being available as a single 10 years later. Wow, just wow. So here you have the Chinese bumper save crew chief, who actually was never named, so I want to make that clear. They just called him Chief Bumper Save. And now he's got a name, Ben Doordan, but he's also, of course, now made in Thailand. A lot of people are going to be picking up this guy. They'll basically think of him as a new release because, first of all, he was so rare and he was released a long, long time ago. So he does have the same expression, but obviously looking a little bit different coming from Thailand. It's hard to take a look at through the plastic prism, but he looks great. We're going to try and get a look at the decals. They look pretty clear to me. They don't look blurry. Does he have the same license plate as before? He does. LB. Artwork is also really nice, I have to say. It looks a little cartoonish, I feel, but overall, I do like it a lot. Such a random car, in my opinion, to choose to release. They're like, who are we going to release next? Could choose a new release, a new crew chief. Could go with a pity. No. Bumper save crew chief. Like, how'd they come to that? Were they like, we want to release like a rare car that people will buy. We don't want to make anything new because that would be stupid. I don't know why it would be stupid, but I feel like that's what Mattel thinks. But anyway, yeah, he's in the Dinoco 400 series, the only series that would really make sense. A little crunchy up here. I don't intend on really opening this guy, but if I get extras, I probably will, especially because this one's a little messed up here. But yeah, he'll probably be included in case... Well, he'll be in case M and probably N as well. So you'll get a couple more chances to get this guy, even though there's only one in the case. Now we're going to finish off strong here with a couple Ramones. I think this guy, Hydraulic Florida Ramone, wins for the best artwork in the case. I don't know why. I just really like this. First of all, I'm so glad that they actually changed the artwork and they didn't just toss the regular Florida Ramone artwork on there that they used a couple years ago. They could have easily done that. And I totally would have been like, okay, typical Mattel. Like, I wouldn't be mad. I wouldn't be happy, but like, it'd just be like, I expected it. But no, they have this brand new artwork here showing him off in his hydraulics with the paint gun. Now, for some reason, the paint gun is on his tire there. Well, actually, that makes sense. But rather, for some reason, it's up on his fender here, which doesn't make much sense to me, but I guess that's how they kind of do it for all the hydraulic Ramones with the paint gun. Now notice how they don't say he has the paint gun. They just call him Hydraulic Florida Ramone. And that's because paint gun, ugh, violent, no. Stay away from that word. But yeah, this guy's pretty cool. He's technically a new release, so it's nice to get him in the Florida 500 series. And yeah, awesome. Again, we got another Ramone right here, but this one isn't nearly as exciting. This is just Union Jack Ramone. Now, if you remember, obviously, he was released just recently, metallic, in the Scavenger Hunt series. So now they're releasing the regular version, which they already did in 2017, but this is his first time being released in Thailand, and also on Blue Desert. He's in the London Chase series. And that concludes the London Chase series altogether. Very nice, but people will probably get confused with him in the metallic version. It's kind of weird that they released this one last and not first, but whatever. I'll take new releases first all day long. And now here's my personal favorite car from the case. I'm so glad it got saved for last. Metallic Haul Inngas. So I just want to start off by saying that Haul Inngas for Retread, the Retread Racer, is in my top 5 favorite Piston Cup racers. I love the lavender red combo. One of my favorite color schemes for the Piston Cup, like all time. I love it. I was crushed when it wasn't re-included or reintroduced in Cards 3. I don't know why they chose to axe this sponsor in particular, but it's very upsetting. And so I'm glad though Mattel is still giving them, or Retread as a whole, attention by releasing this metallic version here. And not only did they make him metallic, but they actually gave him a slightly different expression. So if you compare it to the regular version here, you can first see how different the color is, but also the expression. So I know I'm kind of being a little hypocritical by saying I like this guy because he's got all the decals and oh, it cloudies it up. That's exactly what I said, but come on guys, metallic lavender, you can't go wrong with that. You just can't. Just a beautiful casting. And again in the Scavenger Hunt series, and now you got Mater on the back instead of Hall. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Before we close out, I did want to show Mater here with the regular brand new Mater, because I didn't do that, just to show you the color difference. One of them is metallic and one of them is not. Which one could it be? It's a secret. Alright, so that was probably the longest case unboxing I've ever done, but haven't had that many new cars in a single case in a while, or at least that many interesting ones. So 3 new releases technically across the board. Ben Doordan is basically a new release. He's pretty important, so I would give him credit for that. And then you have the tuners as well here, which are also pretty snazzy. So thank you guys again for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed the case unboxing. These are my all-time favorite videos to do in the world, and so I'm so happy to be able to share them with you guys and just open the case up and react as we go. So let me know what your thoughts are. Which is your favorite from the case? Is it Ben Doordan? Probably is. Or is it one of the metallics or one of the tuners? Or maybe it's even Ramone. Let me know down below. I'll see you guys soon. Bye now.